did all my distractions, smashed my bong, flushed my weed, got rid of all of those distractions. I had an extreme schedule. I would wake up as early as possible before work so I could get done my online business, my side hustle, as soon as possible, rather than doing it after work. Because after work, you don't have any time. So I started waking up at 2 a.m. and I would work hard like crazy. Then I would go to work at 7 or 8, come back from work, go to sleep, and then do it all again the next morning. And even though I was already 4K in debt, I took out another 5K loan to invest in mentorship courses, and I was still investing in myself early on in the beginning with money that I straight up did not have. This was because I needed to change my life ASAP. I was extremely just unfulfilled in life. I needed to learn from someone else's mistakes. I didn't have time to waste figuring things out on my own. I had no plan B, and this time it actually had to work. And the way that I made it work is I sacrificed everything else and I went through laser focus. And again, this course you're watching is the very first test. If you have like 25 different tabs open, then dude, just cut them all off. Take your phone, throw it at the other end of the room. You need to cut out and eliminate distractions so you can actually focus and lock in. So I worked extremely hard for an extremely long time, and only then was I able to finally break through. So here's kind of like a timeline. One, I got my first client, which was a commission deal. I didn't earn very much money, but dude, getting your first client, making your first little bit of money online, I do truly pray that all of you really experience what that's like, because my first dollar was a completely different feeling from like $100,000 a month or 50K per month or 10K per month. Making that first dollar is the most exciting. Then I finally got real clients that were paying me $3,000 and $4,000 per month. Then I grew my own agency, so I started to hire and outsource 2 people. I was making 20K per month. And then, like I said, I'm at 100K per month. And all of that took less than 3 years. I did it all in 2 years. I've been able to get all the dream cars that I want. As you can see, I'm right here with my Corvette. I also got a Ram TRX. I also got an Audi RS5. Any car for any occasion, I got it. I also have my dream home. I'm able to live in the penthouse. I'm able to live in a really nice apartment, whereas before I was literally living in like a trap house where it was like, you would literally see people who are on drugs just walk outside like zombies, just outside my apartment. Like that's what it was like. I was in bad neighborhoods. Now I've been able to travel to anywhere I want in the world. I've never left my home country until I was like 22, 23. And then I started making money, and then I started traveling, and now I've been all over the world. And I'm completely, absolutely blessed and forever grateful that I've been able to have all these opportunities to the point where I feel as though I owe it to other people to help them do the same thing, because it's completely life-changing. And over the last 12 months, we've been able to make 1.51 million. And this is not including things like PayPal, my paid school community, bank transfers. So realistically, it's more than this. But again, completely blessed to be able to make that sort of financial income. But here's what I'm most proud of is the results that I've been able to help other people get, kind of like I showed you. People hit 30K per month from cartel-infested city to actually being able to achieve freedom. People who in 50 days went from 0 to 5 figures per month, over 10K per month. And people hit $18,000 per month within 9 months of starting. And look, although most people know me for copywriting, I've also had a lot of success in other areas too, because I've mastered what I call skill acquisition. And that's all that success, making money, financial success, even just life success in general, really all is about being able to acquire the proper skills. And pretty much everybody has skills, but the problem is that they invest in the wrong skills. They want to be an amazing trick shotter or quick scoper on Call of Duty. They want to be really good at NBA 2K, but they're not actually willing to put in the hard work on the things that don't give them as much dopamine, like building businesses, building landing pages, understanding marketing, sales, etc. And by learning the art of writing persuasive copywriting, I reached my first 10K per month. Later, learned leadership skills to help me build an agency and double my income. Now I've been able to establish a personal brand with over 10 million views, mentorship programs, and investments that allowed for diversified streams of income. And I've used all of these same principles in all aspects of my life, even fitness. I'm into music as well, I play guitar. Every single aspect of my life, I feel as though I'm a complete professional at. And that's the real reward. The real reward is not the money that you get. The real reward is the person who you become in the process. I went from incredibly skinny to being strong, fit, and in shape. And not because I'm lucky with peak genetics. Yes, I do have the black genetics, so obviously that plays a factor. But I mean, man, there was still hard work to come with it as well. I've trained hard, eaten well, and built an unbreakable mindset over the past few years. And you'll find that the skills you've picked up throughout your life will help you in seemingly unrelated times. Because learning new strategies without working on yourself is like downloading new apps on a broken phone. Fix the foundation, then add on the features. And you are the number one project. You are your number one enemy. And you are the only thing standing in the way between your future millionaire status. Because the cold hard truth is this is going to be 16 hours of intensive training. Most people won't complete it. I'm giving you the map, the key, the car, the fuel, the food for the trip so you can actually reach success. But so many people won't make it because they'll say, well, it's 16 hours. Oh my gosh, it's so much. Like, brother. Every single Netflix series that you've ever watched is over 16 hours easily. You're watching Game of Thrones. Like, bro, how many hours do you think is in Game of Thrones? How many hours do you think you've ever played a video game for? I bet if you log into your video game, you can see how much time you spent playing the game, and you probably spent days playing it, like as in like 24-hour accumulation of playing it. I know I have. I'm not innocent either. I've loved playing games and I've loved wasting time before in the past, but at the end of the day, 16 hours really isn't that long. 99% of people will waste 16 hours absorbed by things like Netflix, rot their brain with hours of doom scrolling, watch 20 minutes and think, this is too much work though. It's actually showing me something that I have to do, and then they'll walk off because they never really wanted it in the first place. But if you want to be the first millionaire in your family, then these are the things that you have to do and you have to remember. And you know what? That's fine. This course isn't for them. This course is for the 1% who are serious about changing their lives. So here's my challenge to you, should you wish to accept it. One is to complete all 16 hours of the free program. Watch every second, even the parts you think don't apply. Because again, guys, skills are transferable. Even though you might not be building a personal brand right now, you understanding what goes into it is always going to help you. Implement and document. So take action immediately, track your results. Next is to share your results. So comment why you even want to be a millionaire in the first place. I'm genuinely curious. And as you know, I'm doing a giveaway in this very video. So 3 people are going to be winning $1,000. And all they have to do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and then also just leave a comment. And I'll be picking some of the best and just some random comments as well to win. And I'll be announcing them on my Instagram story. So you should probably be following me there as well at Tyson.scales so you can see who the winners are as well. And if you won, you can go there and actually claim your $1,000. My investment to you to actually help you get started in this. And lastly, I want to address the number one objection that I'm going to get, which is, but Tyson, I don't have enough time. Not only just to finish a 16-hour course, I'm a busy guy. My friend, first and foremost, you're talking to the king of 9-to-5 jobs here, working 70, 80 hours a week, but still being able to make it, still being able to make just enough money online to quit those jobs, and then using that extra time that I just freed up to actually scale my businesses and make as much money as I want. And that's the process. So yes, you might be low on time, but here's how you need to think of it. Think of it about what's your 9-to-5 escape plan. And maybe you're making 2K, 3K, 4K, 5K per month. Maybe you're in school. How much money do you need to escape? And then you have all the time in the world. So I'm not trying to hear that. And look at this. Here's the truth. People with less time, resources, and advantages have been able to make it work. So why can't you? On the left is a picture of what my day-to-day looked like when I was starting my online business. Except I had 3 jobs, woke up at 2 a.m. every day, and still didn't make any excuses. And on the right, that's how the average person wastes their time every single day. They snooze. They snooze again. They check social media when they wake up. They go to Starbucks. They start watching YouTube. They go to their day job at 9 to 5. Then they go to happy hour with their friends. Then they go to a watch party. They're just watching TV. Then they start doom scrolling on TikTok. And then they overthink starting. And then they start all over again the next day. Whereas the people on the left are the ones who actually win. They work on their dreams, or go to the gym, and then they go to their job, and then they go back, and then they work on their dreams again, every single day consistently. I don't have time, while their screen time says that they spend 3 hours every single day scrolling TikTok. The truth is, if you don't have time, it's because you're not making time. And if you're not making time, then changing your life isn't just not that important to you. It's as simple as that. Every millionaire started with the same 24 hours per day that you have. They just prioritize things that push them closer to their goals. Look at Elon Musk. He's the richest man in the world, runs some of the largest companies on the face of the planet, does work for the government for US. Now, but by the time I wrote this, he doesn't do work for the government anymore. But he also has a family of 7 children from like 3 different mothers and has a busy schedule, obviously, but he's still found a way to make it work. And he's still finding a way to make it work. And that's just one example. Whether you like him or not, doesn't really matter. Don't care. These people have crazy time management skills. And all you need to do is just use that for inspiration. Because here's the thing, everybody wants a mentor. And I want you to take this piece of advice and carry it throughout the whole program. Everyone wants a mentor until they realize mentors don't just give you the answers, they give you uncomfortable truths that force you to grow. You might not like a lot of the things that I'm saying here in the course or in the program, but they are what's needed to be said to you. I'm sorry, but I'm not really that concerned with your feelings, my friend. I'm more concerned with you actually changing your life. Am I saying you should do nothing but work? Won't that mean you end up on your deathbed with nothing?